In this video, we'll compare Bosch Benchmark and the Miele G 7000, how they rack, how they wash, and how they dry. I'll also show you the one feature most people, and maybe even you, obsess about that really doesn't matter. And finally, we'll look at reliability on both brands based on 33,190 service calls. By the end, you'll know which dishwasher makes more sense for your kitchen. Probably don't think much about dishwasher racks when you're shopping. Most of them look similar. Once you start loading platters, baby bottles, or even fine silverware, the rack design matters a lot. Both Bosch and Miele do a good job here. Bosch has a third rack for silverware. The RackMax system allows you to adjust the upper rack into 9 positions. You can raise or lower it depending on what you're loading. It's an excellent system, but Miele is better in this category. First, their third rack is adjustable. The center section folds so you can fit larger items below. More importantly, each piece of silverware is separated and held in place, so fine flatware won't rub together and scratch. Everything on the Miele racks that's orange is adjustable to fit different items. They even added a feature called straw clean. I noticed that because my daughter drinks poppy sodas with metal straws. When straws fit flat in a dishwasher, they don't always clean well. Miele redesigned racks so even those straws sit upright in the wash action. You can also find holders for bottle caps, baby bottles, large platters, and tall items like vases. It's simply easier to load unusual items in a Miele dishwasher. So when it comes to racks, Miele is the advantage. Now let's look at how these two dishwashers actually wash dishes. And both dishwashers clean extremely well as expected. The difference is how they approach washing. Bosch uses something called the power control spray arm. It allows you to direct more or less pressure to different areas of the bottom rack. So you can theoretically wash heavily soiled pans in one section while washing your family's heirloom china glassware in another. It's a clever system and unique to Bosch. However, you do have to use the Home Connect app to control those spray zones. Miele takes a different approach. Instead of creating more intense spray zones, they focus on detergent control. You probably use detergent pods. A pod releases the same amount of detergent whether you have one glass in the dishwasher or a completely full load. Miele's AutoDos system automatically dispenses detergent throughout the wash cycle based on the soil level of the water, instead of releasing it all at once like a pod. Because of that system, clients often report most consistent cleaning results with Miele. So when it comes to washing performance, Miele has the advantage. Drying is another area where Bosch and Miele take very different approaches. Both dishwashers are excellent for drying. Miele markets their clean air drying system. Cool air from your kitchen enters the dishwasher and mixes with the hot steam inside. Steam condenses into water and drains away. At the end of the cycle, the auto open door cracks open slightly to release the remaining steam. Works very well and dries dishes thoroughly. I have an 8-year-old Miele at home and it still dries dishes very well. Bosch takes a different approach. Their crystal dry dishwasher uses a volcanic element called zeolite. Zeolite absorbs moisture and releases heat at the same time. That extra heat is what helps dry plastic containers, which are usually the hardest items for any dishwasher to dry. In our tests, Bosch and Miele were the two top drying dishwashers. However, for drying, Bosch performs slightly better, especially if you wash a lot of plastics. Before we get to reliability, you should know the truth about dishwasher quietness, especially with these two brands. You might be paying attention to decibels, especially if you have an open kitchen, but in this comparison, quietness really isn't the deciding factor. Bosch Benchmark runs as low as 38 decibels, while comparable Miele G 7000 models operate around 42 decibels. Sounds like a big difference, but in reality, you won't hear the dishwasher. Once you get below 44 decibels, it's very hard to hear a dishwasher running at all. So in this case, even in an open kitchen, both Miele and Bosch will be quiet. Now let's look at reliability. Based on 33,190 service calls just last year, Miele has the best first-year reliability. Bosch is right behind it at 7.7%. That difference is somewhat statistically significant. But the more important factor is the service available in your area. We service everything we sell. But wherever you buy, make sure you know who will service the dishwasher if and when something does go wrong. So which dishwasher is better? Really depends on how you use it. Bosch tends to be better for drying, especially if you wash a lot of plastics. Miele is the more flexible racks and delivers the more consistent cleaning results. Both are excellent dishwashers, but the real difference often comes down to service. So before you buy either one, make sure you understand what service looks like in your area. And if you want to see how these $2,000 dishwashers compare with KitchenAid LG and GE Profile, watch this next video, and thanks for watching.